In progress, fellas.
You don't know.
I bet. So let me introduce everybody. This is an episode of Whose Manz Is This podcast. We got comedian Rob Gordon in the building. Say what's happening, Rob.
What up?
We got comedian Chico Will in the building. Say what's happening, Chico.
What up, y'all?
We got comedian D Sharp in the building. Say what's happening, D Sharp.
What's happening? What it do?
And last but not least, we got comedian Derek Skip in the building. Say what's happening, D.
What's up, y'all? What's good?
So we got two missing. Watts got COVID because his dirty ass was out all night.
that nigga got the vid.
He ain't shorty rubbing all on him and everything.
Y'all wrong for clowning for that, man. It's people that ain't here because of that. Y'all wrong.
He gonna make it.
Man, you go to church one little time. Now everything ain't right. Shut your ass up.
Shut your light skin ass up, man.
He ain't got COVID for real. He just got high fever.
Nah, that's COVID.
The nigga get a hospital. The nigga
SARS 2 is what they call that shit.
That nigga got the chicken soup flu.
I don't know what's up with him.
Chicken soup.
And then Oral got a Ben Gay commercial. He's shooting. So, you know.
By Glizzies.
Oral got a Glizzy podcast he do too, so you know what I'm saying?
Eat a lot of glizzies. Try Tums. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Nah, man.
You a damn fool.
Receding headline.
Y'all niggas ain't shit.
Niggas ain't shit, bro.
Chico said, hey, listen.
By Glizzy.
Hey, man, so the first topic we want to get into today, man, to start this thing off right.
Y'all black for something else, man.
You said what?
Y'all black for something else. We will joan on anything.
Yeah, most definitely. No, because the dirty, I can see if he called it at the crib. The dirty nigga was out all night.
Nigga walk up to your casket.
Yeah,
nigga walk up to your casket. His shoulders look strong as shit while he dead. Like, nigga, he dead.
All right, first topic, man. We're gonna discuss. Dave Chappelle got a new special out. Apparently, it's supposed to be his last special for a while. I ain't seen it yet, but you know, we can basically speak on Dave's recent specials. You know, how Dave been killing it lately, y'all, man.
I like this special. His last special. I mean, to me, his best special was that special in San Francisco for real. But I do like the Netflix specials. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's the evolution of Dave. And this fourth special is kind of on the same pattern as, you know, about him talking about controversial issues and for real covering the LBG community, because he said in his last set that he's not going to talk about them no more. This is the last set of him ever engaging with them. But just for the record, I think that San Francisco joint, when he was talking about what is really 14, that's his best set to me.
What is 14? Which one is that? Which title was that? Which one of that?
That's the one when he was in San Francisco.
He had the jumpsuit on?
Nah, he had like a little camouflage jacket on.
Yeah, that joint was dope. That's like the smoking.
My favorite one is probably I think Sticks and Stones is one of my favorite jumps.
The Jesse Smouye nigga. Oh my god.
Yeah, that shit fun.
I had Jesse Smouye.
My favorite joint.
Say it again.
My favorite joint from Chappelle, the Killing Them Softly. That joint was classic.
That's the original?
Definitely classic.
Softly.
I went to that. I actually went to that. Me and my cousin.
For real?
Yeah, it was at the link. It was at the link.
I lost my shit. That was hilarious.
How old was you then, Chico? 30?
Oh, does that motherfucking NWA Curl Earl got, nigga?
Girl.
That's why the look went out.
Chico got hair cells that died before I was born, man. You know.
Hold up. First of all, how old are you, Earl?
27, baby.
27.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Hell no. That young Levert face at
Hey, man.
All right, man, go to the next. Go ahead.
Nah.
That
So
nigga
look,
just
look,
snort. Now we still on this topic. Your
man,
your
say
sneaker
goddamn,
face.
Nigga, hey, look, got all time.
You got your little shit off, and now we want to move on.
Nigga, Rob did one play running back Carroll. Now he.
If you don't get your motherfucking little Bill, the grown version, face the fuck up out of here.
They got a full scholarship at UDC. Now let's nigga short.
If you don't get out your sugar mama bed with that bullshit ass wallpaper in the back. Talk about some, I'll take some hot tea.
Hey, listen, she don't got the face only a lunch lady would love.
Damn.
That's a no-go. That's
Nah, that was a good one. I got some laughs. I hate when niggas kill jokes. I hate y'all. Nah, so look, I think honestly, all jokes aside, when it comes to Dave, I think what he did, showing that you can do that shit without the cancellation, all that shit, like what he did for his master, I mean to gain his name back from Comedy Central was some of the coldest shit I've ever seen a man do. For him to tell them, if you don't give me my shit back, I'm gonna make it to where ain't nobody gonna fuck with it anyway. And that shit literally went down. Like with nobody streaming it on HBO Max, when Netflix got rid of it to where they had to give it to him and cut him a check. That was some of the ball shit I've ever seen. He showed you that as long as you got the following, you ain't gotta censor yourself, you ain't gotta go by their rules, you can do you and still got the bag. Go ahead. What the fuck happened?
No, I was asking about what is wine.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm just seeing what y'all think about that. That's all.
I mean, him regaining his rights back from Comedy Central, I think was the coldest thing. It was some gangsta ass shit for real. And I think that by him doing that, he kind of proved his mystique of being one of the greatest of all times in this comedy game, because you know what I'm saying, for a long time in comedy, you know, cats know that once you do a special or once you do a show, whatever the case may be, you get that likeness away in perpetuity. So for him to be able to gain that back, that's dope. It says a lot.
Yeah, and it's hard to do 4 sets in 4 years and people care about the shit for real.
Yeah,
right.
They got memorable jokes from all of them.
That one set was just about that. It wasn't about nothing else. That was it.
Yeah,
I don't really know a nigga that can come out and talk about one thing and end it. That's it.
Yeah, he definitely he's created like a new mode, man. Like even people who's hired him as far as fame, like I feel like he the only one probably could do that, man, because he's kept his authenticity through it all, man. Honestly.
And you gotta look at like this too. When Def Jam came out, Dave Chappelle wasn't probably top 20. As far as people like that nigga gonna be the next one, it wasn't nobody checking for Chappelle. So just to move from not being checked on to niggas something you
highlight
prior, like that's mega for real. Am I lying?
Like that's like leaving the NFL or NBA for 5 years and coming back and dropping 30 or catching 20 TDs. Like he came back in the game and just started lighting shit on fire.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this: what y'all think was that change? The fact that he left and came back on some Michael Jordan shit, or do you think it was like what y'all think was that change for people to really start fucking with that?
If you want to be real, I mean, let me start off. If you want to be real, for me, it was a lot of bullshit out here.
I think it was he left at the right time and came back at the perfect time
when we needed it.
But by the time he did Chappelle, he was already like one of them ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
he was
like him leaving the Chappelle show and coming back, he was already super famous though.
Exactly.
But it was like
the
way he left the Chappelle show, you was waiting for him to come back. He was
like he said when I left, I left without a thought in the world. So when he came back, he ain't had shit to lose. He ain't give a fuck about what nobody thought.
Yeah.
He ain't had no sponsors. He ain't had nothing. He just had him and his name.
To be honest, his legacy to me, in my opinion, is in big part of Dave Chappelle show, because before that, he was just a dope ass comic for real that was kind of like was in a white loop and a black loop, but primarily in the white loop for real. But when the Chappelle show came out, it put him back in the black world. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Black people was like, oh shit, like I ain't know he was a nigga like that. Like, right. I mean, because come on, dog, that man when he was on Comic View, he was like, hey guys, like, what do you think about like niggas want checking for Dave right there? Like,
right, yeah.
You know, Chappelle shows having Mooney, having Charlie, even I say Donnell. The Chappelle show put him in that black lane.
Man, the Chappelle show took his career to it skyrocketed him out of like nobody really was checking. I ain't saying they weren't checking for him because he had already did what? Did he do Nutty Professor before the Chappelle show?
Yeah, that was like his first.
That was a couple years prior.
Yeah, the hair back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was kind of like bubbling, but the Chappelle show, in my opinion, like,
for a nigga to be gone for 12
he was
years.
getting little small roles like Blue Streak and all that. He was getting small roles.
Yeah, he wasn't the one.
Mm-hmm.
But even
I
though he
don't
wasn't the one,
hold up.
What was that movie he was in when he was high shit in the jump?
Oh,
Half Baked.
Half Baked.
Niggas, that's a hood.
Half Baked was hilarious.
Half Baked was the one for me. That shit was dope.
Half Baked
go ahead,
was super hilarious.
I ain't hear him. Say it again.
He said it was hilarious. Half Baked was hilarious.
Yeah, it was alright. It was alright.
Nah. Bitch, I got a backiotomy. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? That shit alone is classic. I got a backiotomy. What the fuck, bro? Get the fuck out of here. That shit is.
He was wilding on that.
Ain't nobody write that. He said that shit.
The funniest shit he done that though is when the nigga went out to go on a date. It was broke and stole from the nigga and made that.
That was hilarious.
That was funny, man.
Yeah, nah.
But for real, for a nigga to be gone for 12 years and come back and just take over is insane.
Yeah, nah.
It's insane.
It's
12 years, not a word.
Yeah.
He wasn't gone for 12 years. He was gone for 7.
And D-Shop, why are you in your garage, man? It's like,
D-Shop so nice, he turned into a ghost. Like,
man, I'm in here watching my son up. Fuck y'all.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, all right. You always doing some peculiar shit on the podcast.
And then Skip so close to the camera. He in my living room.
We should call this another peculiar moment from the nigga.
Light-skinned nigga doing light-skinned nigga shit.
But real talk, also too, even if all Dave Chappelle's success, Kevin Hart is still the most famous and the actor.
So that allows me to go here with that. We ain't gonna do top 5, it's too many. Top 3 comedians all time. Rob, you go first.
Chappelle, Martin.
Hey, Chico look like KC's stepbrother.
I don't know who
the nigga thought of that joke. Think about that.
He thought about that shit for a minute too.
Go ahead, Rob.
I said in no particular order, but Chappelle, Martin, Eddie Murphy.
Chappelle, Martin, Eddie Murphy. Go ahead, Chico.
That's pretty cool.
Martin, Pryor, Eddie Murphy.
Okay, go ahead, Skip.
Eddie Murphy is first to me, Martin, and Kevin.
Go ahead, D-Shop.
Bernie Mac.
On BBC, the premiere.
My bad.
Yeah, goddamn.
Dave Chappelle, Robert Harrison.
So for me, Bernie, Cat Williams, and I'm gonna go Eddie. They're my 3. I see a lot of y'all saying Martin. Martin for me is
Martin
one of my favorite.
A great host. That's it.
Yeah, but I just don't. He ain't got too much. He don't have enough rip for me on stand-up. Wise, like, listen, You So Crazy is a classic. But other than that, I can't really give you too many jokes from one till that.
I can't get with Martin. He's the best host ever. The host.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't see Martin 30-minute special on HBO when he was talking about The Fly?
Yeah. They ain't see that though. There's no way that they saw that.
It's no way that they pay attention to both of the first 2.
Yeah, it's
I'm not big on Martin. He's the greatest host. He like that.
There's no way that y'all saw those two joints, the 30-minute special, and then that Run Tell That, and then Run Tell That.
Run Tell That was terrible. Stop. Run Tell That was terrible.
Keeping the book. The 30
hey Rob, I ain't down to you, but your special better than Run Tell That. I'm just being honest. I laughed at your special more than I laughed at Run Tell That.
Yeah, after you so crazy, dog. Martin was exactly. Killed me, dog.
Yeah, nah. And that last show he did, we ain't even talk about the last show he did. We ain't even gonna have a conversation about that one.
No, bro. Look, I ain't gonna talk down. You can't talk down on the OG. But
when Bama was telling jokes, when they first coming, like Richard Pryor, he telling real true stories and stuff about his life. He probably had some animated shit, but all the Martin shit mostly was animated. When no niggas really doing that, he stepped in his own lane, bro.
And if you want to Richard Pryor, you gotta give Paul Mooney his credit. He wrote Richard Pryor shit.
I gotta stop selling that. Y'all gotta stop saying that.
That's not correct.
Y'all hearing that?
Gotta stop saying that.
Everybody running with that.
That's not correct, though. That's not correct. All Paul Mooney was doing was giving Richard Pryor premises. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
understand what writing means.
He the same. Just like if y'all know that, like on Raw, Robert Townsend,
Keenan Ivory Wayans, they was helping Eddie Murphy structure Raw, but they what you know what I'm saying, like that wasn't what Paul Mooney was doing with Richard Pryor at all. Like everything we talk about probably come from Richard Pryor. He the first. Paul Mooney said it himself. He never wrote for Richard.
He didn't. He was just like if me and you somewhere, and you be like, "Hey, Cheek, what you think about this topic?"
Watch me up.
I do a lot with that.
Yeah,
that type of shit.
I think. Go ahead.
At one point, to me, Mark was like Kevin Hart.
Go ahead, Skip. I mean, D-Shop.
So basically, he was just giving him insight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you was about to say, Chico?
Oh no, what I was saying about Martin, to me, in my era, like we era before y'all era, as far as like comics, like me, Lawrence, Skip. I don't know, Skip probably the era with Rob and them, but nevertheless, Martin, everybody was doing Martin a little bit. Like everybody got Kevin Hart, remnants of them. Man, Martin had a whole generation of people who was, man, Martin was, he was like an icon, and I was in the middle of Chris Rock killing too.
Right.
Even Chris Rock
Martin came in that time when Martin came in that time where 80s was like going crazy. That was a good time where all the East Coast youngins was going to LA. Tommy Davis,
he ain't fucking up till the
Pierre, Keenan Ivory Wayne, like all them was going to LA and getting busy on mics, and then like everybody started just shooting out there, getting the movies and shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like, and I'm gonna say this before we switch on. I think for me, first, I don't like to count 30-minute specials. I like hours, classic hours, because ain't too many times when you can say a 30-minute is up there. Whoever kid in the background, mute their phone. Whoever, ain't too many times when you can say that a 30-minute special is like you remembering them jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I think honestly we underrate. Cat Williams ain't got a bad special, and I know a lot of people be funny on Cat because the way he is sometimes, but he ain't got a bad special. Like he got every way.
I don't think Cat that funny. I don't think Cat that funny.
That's crazy.
I don't think Cat that funny. I'm with D. He alright. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
that he got some hitters.
I'm not going to see Cat Williams by himself. He got to have some people on there with him. He by himself, you won't see me.
So how about this then? You got $100 and you gonna spend your last $100 to go see somebody. Who you gonna go see?
It depends. You referring to new school?
Man, just who you gonna go see, man? It don't matter. Who you gonna go see?
Corey Holcomb.
Get the
Corey Holcomb.
Corey funny though, bro.
Hey, D-Sharp, man, you got enough for the day. We're gonna get you up out of here, man.
Hold up, you trying to say Corey Holcomb ain't funny?
Nah, niggas ain't say that, but I
spent my last $100 to go see Corey though.
Corey Holcomb like that.
That's a good question, dog.
What's the question?
What y'all say? Okay, he got Corey. What y'all say? Corey Holcomb wouldn't pay $100 to see us.
You got your last. So you saying you got your last $100 you want to see?
You talking about in their prime?
You know, like when you was a kid and you wanted to go see whoever, you know what I'm saying? You like your mama gave you $100. She say, man, you go. Who you gonna go see?
Now you changed the question. Now you said when you was a little kid.
Nah, you said no. But what I'm saying is that little kid feeling. It don't matter what age. I mean, what if they dead or not. I'm talking about your last 100. You said Corey, you done for. You said Corey.
No, but you didn't say dead or not.
You got Corey
dead or not. You did say that though.
You said dead or not.
You said Corey Hogan. You said if you spent your last couple dollars, you said you was gonna go see Corey. That's what you said.
But he didn't say dead or alive. Now he's saying dead or alive.
You said who? I said anybody. It don't matter.
But I'm thinking people that's living, man.
Now he want to go against his Corey Hogan. Now you picked that draft pick. You had to start him.
No, if you talking about dead or alive, and I'm going to see Bernie. Period. Easy.
If I could get another special Patrick O'Neal, I pay my
Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Patrick O'Neal.
Go ahead,
man.
Was he trying
that nigga off the podcast, man?
Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
Patrick O'Neal, nigga.
I started thinking basketball when he said that thing.
Right, I'm like that nigga shot got a son that niggas don't know.
That's like the 80s. That's like the 80s quarterback. I was like, who is Patrick? Who he play for?
I was like, I didn't know Patrick. You don't have it special.
Right. If I had to spend my last 100, I would go see Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive. Damn.
In their prime, Rob.
Richard Pryor. In his
Can
prime.
you elaborate?
I would want to go to Richard Pryor's The Sunset Strip, the second show, not the first show, the second show when he ripped. I wanted to be in that. I would have loved to be in that audience when he walked back in that auditorium.
Yeah, that Richard Pryor Sunset joint was dope.
And he I would have wanted to be in that room when he came back in the room on the second day and he ripped that motherfucker. I would have wanted to be a fly on the wall or a nigga sitting in that front row. I would have loved to be in that room.
Go ahead,
Chico. Be the first one too.
Go ahead, Chico.
Oh, it's on me. And then prime, I'm gonna have to go.
Your last hundo.
I had to go Martin, but Kevin Hart, like
no.
Nigga. Hey, Slim. Kevin Hart.
Hold on. Let him say his shit. Y'all say touch. Let him say his shit.
Right, let me finish though. Kevin Hart on what's that? Laughing My Pain. Whenever he's talking about his father, dog.
That's the one with LeBron in the crowd.
I put that special.
That was seriously funny. That's funny special.
Tough.
That's a good joke.
Dead or Alive, I had to go see. I would have had to go see Eddie and Ross, Slim. I love the voices and all that, dog. Like Eddie was just a different type of swagger, Slim. And people forget Eddie was young as a bitch doing like when Kevin got high, he was like close to 30. Eddie was 21.
When Kev got hot, he was 30. When Kev got hot, he was 31.
Know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me too many people who were like babies when they got him. Like, Eddie was a kid, 21. Could you imagine having Hollywood in your hand as 21 as a black man?
But that's what to me would make Eddie and Richard Pryor legends, because on the low, them niggas are doing impersonations at the same level Jay Furrow doing, for real. Like, Eddie was spot on with that Italian shit, Slim.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he was.
Fucking Rocco. Let's go, Rocco.
How many top comedians we know who be doing spot on impressions, dog? Like
the top. It ain't many.
Not the top.
It ain't many. It ain't many that can do that shit on call, on cue. It ain't many.
Eddie
and be legit to where it like you like, oh yo, he sounds just like him, Slim. Like it ain't too many who do that. I think Russell Peters is another good one.
Oh, so y'all gonna act like I don't be having niggas dead on when I perform? I do Dirk Skip right now.
All right, man.
Best impersonation game.
Let's move to the next topic, man. The next topic,
recently. I hear what you said, but I'm gonna get your light skinned ass back, Nick.
Yeah, you're getting back. Next topic. So recently, Lil Nas X had tweeted that he was tired of quote unquote the gay shit, and he missed pussy. Niggas out of pocket. How I feel about that, man?
How you want us to respond to that?
No bullshit. I'm listening.
Listen, I think for me, and I had a conversation like this with one of my homegirls. I was like, word on the street, I won't say no names, but I got somebody who kind of in the industry who said that the nigga might not never been gay, and he might be out here pump faking.
I've been saying they making that boy do that. He ain't really gay. I've been
because he ain't never really did no gay shit. When she was telling me, she was like, think about when you see him like love on another dude. Like she said he do everything gay, but actual gay.
He kissed the nigga on the BET Awards. What you talking about?
That's the BET Award. We talking about paparazzi caught him out with his boots.
Can we kiss the nigga? It's gay. It's another man.
Talk about.
Hey, man.
Nigga, you can kiss somebody in heaven. That's you gay in heaven.
That's next topic, nigga. I'm not speaking on this.
I'm with you, Rob. I can't.
Quickest way to get blackballed.
Y'all the worst of motherfuckers.
I'm just saying.
Y'all just see Dave Chappelle said, man, take the chance, dog.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Chico. I'm gonna tell you like this. You talking that bullshit, Chico. They gonna pull this footage up 6 years later. They gonna be like, all of these niggas on the Who's Man is this podcast, cancel all of them niggas. No.
Look, we're gonna be an hour into making a movie. They're gonna be like, yeah, we cutting all the production. Nigga, we an hour in. Y'all out of here.
The funny thing is, they gonna look back at all this shit they was doing for them, and it's gonna be like second nature. It's like something for the times, bro.
Yeah, I think
he was a little long.
I think an industry transplant. They just put him in here. They probably gave him a number. He was like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know what? I will say this. If he is, if he ain't, it don't matter. He's the number one most popular artist out right now. Then turn around, they just did a cipher. It was the first gay dude on a cipher. Not gonna lie. Saw the bars. Shorty was flowing like shit. I'm not gonna lie. He had bars on that jump. Shorty had bars on that jump. So
yeah, he definitely had jail bars.
I don't know his name. I don't know what his name was, but he was on the. I sent it to the DM or whatever. But
it wasn't Lil Nas X.
It was a whole nother dude. And
he was the first gay rapper to do a cipher on BET Awards, on the Hip Hop Awards.
I thought the Big Frida dude was or girl.
No, I was a dude, but I think it was an opportunity. I mean, because we seen female rappers that was gay. You know what I'm saying? Or that kind of put on for the lesbian community. Like it's part of what they the push right now. And Lil Nas kind of opened that door. We're gonna see a lot more. He ain't gonna be the last one. Watch what I tell you.
No, you're right about that. So that goes. I want to go into that.
Girl album coming out next.
In this industry, a lot of stuff is going on, man. So when I said to say this, what's your number?
Ooh,
what's my number? 240-300-2485.
What's your number as far as like, let's say, wear the dress?
Huh?
Wear the dress. You say wear the dress?
And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. We can go ahead and I got morals and values, but at the same time, understand that they cutting a check that can literally stop generational, poverty. You can literally give your family generational wealth off a certain check to wear that dress. What's the number?
10 million.
Let me say this though, Earl.
Go ahead.
And as much as people hate on Kevin Hart about the dress, nobody said nothing about Martin wearing the dress.
And Shanae. I think because he did it so classy.
Yep, Shanae. Or when Jamie Foxx was doing Wanda.
Big Mama's House. He did Big Mama's House too.
He did Big Mama's House. Like not one person said nothing about Martin. That's my the icons, but I'm just saying he ain't get no grief for that though.
None.
Again, I think Martin did it so.
Hold on. Let's keep it clear. Let's keep it 100.
Wait, Rob.
Dave Chappelle put the dress on and Men in Tights. Nigga, go look it up. Dave Chappelle put the dress on in Men in Tights. Everybody always be like, oh, nah. Until I pull up that footage, until I pull up that video.
So you saying the men in tights like a Robin Hood thing with tights or a dress?
Nigga, in men in tights, the Dave Chappelle had the dress on.
The dress on.
He had the dress on in that joint. It was the green one with the head wrap and all that. He had it,
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. Like a bonnet type joint.
This what I think. For me, if it's funny, that's why people didn't give Martin grief, because it was funny. That's why people didn't give Dave Chappelle. I mean, not Dave Chappelle, but Jamie Foxx grief, because it was funny. I think a lot of times we get so stuck in this macho-ness that, you know, oh man, I ain't gonna wear the dress. But if it's hilarious, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I will if I won't, but I know if the content is there and it's right, it might be some shit that actually is iconic. Shanae is iconic.
Shanae iconic, dog.
Big Mama House
she's definitely
iconic.
So was Jamie Foxx as Wanda.
Wanda
iconic.
That shit.
Let me say this: for putting on the dress, you new in the game or whatever the case is. That's not how you would want your first outing to be.
That's true.
Nah, you don't want.
Cause like,
go ahead.
Cause like, don't get me wrong, Eddie Murphy played a lot of great roles, but when he first came out, Beverly Hills Cop was his role. Anything had to do with some cop shit, it was gonna be Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. It was a funny tough guy. That's what he was playing.
But also, Martin had a dress on, and he played his mother. He was his mother in Martin too with a dress on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With the wig and the wig, yeah.
Oh yeah, with the wig on.
Yeah.
It was just
baby. No, it's not my baby.
But like
you know what I'm
saying? That shit was super funny, Slim.
Hilarious.
It was
iconic.
Hilarious. And listen, I know we be bashing them, but Madea iconic. We can say we want to say Medea's iconic, bro.
Nah, Madea.
Absolutely.
Medea's iconic, bro.
I can't.
Like,
I don't bash that motherfucker.
As a kid growing up, I thought Tyler Perry and Madea were two different people growing up. Like, I had no idea. And he put the dress on too when he played clubs.
I know that nigga's an idiot. I don't care what he said.
Come on.
How did you know?
Who did?
He didn't know. He didn't know that was the same person.
Right.
Who did?
I didn't.
Now we got to check
Earl. That Madea and Tyler.
I gotta
Perry
remember, I'm young though, bro. I had, like, for instance, I'm 27. I saw Clumps. Clumps came out in 99, bro. I'm 6-7 years old, bro. I thought these were 4 different characters in Clumps. I had no idea Eddie Murphy played all of them until I got older. Oh, he played all of them. I thought Shanae was
slow class, man. It's all good.
Whatever. I don't care what you say. I thought Shanae was a different person. I thought.
Let me tell you, the only time I've been confused about a character not being that person is the white man in the barbershop. I didn't know that was fucking Eddie Murphy. That was the only time I was ever confused.
So hold up, Earl. Hey, Earl, you saying you think that Grindr and Tinder the same thing?
This is what you get, ladies and gentlemen, when you put people that you try to put people on. You think of funny people, good people, and they bad. That's what they do to you. No, man, as a kid, man, I just saw characters. I didn't see the dress up and the makeup. I didn't realize it. You know, so I got older. Honestly, I really didn't. But like I said, Medea's iconic. Shanae iconic. Wanda's iconic. Like, right now, I remember a couple years ago, the BT Award did like a little preview when they did like a Shanae and Wanda movie, and they were like, "Rob, that I remember that shit. If that came out right now, I'm going to go see it. Right now, I'm seeing it. I might see it on Netflix or something, or you know, but I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna see it.
I think that I don't know.
To see Jamie and Martin in their bag, I'm gonna go see it.
So what's your number, Earl?
Well, let's go. You know, I'm always last. Who said 10? D-Shop said 10, right?
10 million.
What's your number, Skip?
And
let it be reasonable. They ain't finna give you 100 million for that dress, Skip.
No, they ain't doing that. I'm just saying, like, is it my first role?
Nah, ain't your first role. It's just it's a role though. How much you getting paid?
I take a cool 5. I don't need, you know, as long as it's funny. Like, it's as long as it can be iconic or something.
So he wanted 10.
Like a David Lotta Grid type shit. Like anything he plays is iconic. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Rob.
And it's gonna have to be 15 to 20 because that's gonna fuck with my spirit.
Okay. I understand. Go ahead, Chico.
Yeah, like, to be honest, I'm gonna have the craziest answer. I'd take 15, but I'm gonna have to discuss it with my daughter for real. Like for real. Like,
no, I understand that. I
only got one kid, you know what I'm saying, because it's gonna affect her too. But if we both sitting in Lamborghinis, then she gonna be like, you did the right thing.
See, now for me, what I'm gonna say is, if it's Chris Tucker and the Fifth Limit, I need 10.
Fifth Element, man.
Fifth Element. My bad. Fifth Element. If it's Chris Tucker and Fifth Element, where I'm wearing the dress and I got to be extra, extra, I need 10. But if it's gonna be Wanda, if it's gonna be Big Mama House, if it's gonna be Shanae, I do it for the 5 because you're not really getting in that you got to be feminine mode. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's just funny.
What? Just you want with Wanda?
Yeah,
you're right. Wanda was a little zesty. Wanda was zesty. It's been a while. Wanda was zesty.
Super.
Oh, Wanda was zesty. Boy, but I guess in that time you had to, if you brought the funny, it was funny, man.
Yeah, because
a lot of that shit would have been canceled though anyway. They would have canceled that Z formation. They'd have canceled all that shit, boy. And Living Color would have came on for one episode. They'd got that shit up out of here. So we're not playing this no more. They'd have got them up out of there, man. Quick. Let's get to this last subject, man. So recently, comedian Joe Hill has stole some of David Arnold's jokes, and David kind of reposted it, but he did it in a classy way to where he didn't badger him. He didn't go crazy. He did it real classy, man. He basically showed him how the joke should have been, and to kind of tell him like, man, work on your own stuff, man, because that's how you're gonna get known. How we feeling about that, man?
I agree with him 100%. Work on your own shit. That's how you get known.
I love David Arnold, and I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? As a comic, you gotta have your own mind. You know what I mean? You could take help from OGs or whoever niggas that's gonna punch you up. It's gotta be believable to you. It's gotta have some type of It has to resonate with your personality.
This nigga D-Sharp did the podcast, cleaning his whole house.
It's gotta be believable. You know what I'm saying? Because other motherfuckers, it ain't gonna be believable.
What you think, Skip?
I think the same thing. That shit. It take a lot of time to perfect a hitter. Like, especially if you're gonna put that shit on TV, you thinking that every joke that you write is gonna be the one. So
classic.
You putting that time in and you hitting them stages and you doing that shit for a motherfucker to come up and just memorize your shit and to try to take it as his own is tragic. Right. That's what I want to call it. That's tragic.
Where you at with it, Chico?
I'm 50-50 with this, and I'm only saying that because Joe Hill was wrong for taking that set in a verbatim, right?
Yeah. But
I'll say this too. A lot of premises that David Arnold got, go look at Richard Pryor. Just go watch Richard Pryor.
I knew it was coming. Corey Holcomb said David Arnold be stealing too.
I'm trying to tell you,
but I don't know.
Like, you can't say a nigga grabbing when you didn't grab a nigga's material, but you grabbed the premise and went with it. So it's like Joe Hill 100% wrong, but hey, David Arnold, like them premises, my nigga. Like I'm just saying, y'all go watch some old footage. I'm gonna tell y'all 3 people to watch and then go back and watch David Arnold shit. Go watch
Cosby.
Robin Hurt, motherfucking Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. Fuck them 3, and then go watch David Arnold shit. You know what I'm saying? So but like he right and he wrong to me. He right, but like if Earl talking about relationships, right, and I'm talking about relationships, and Rob Gordon talking about relationships, we can all do that. But if Earl saying, man, I came home and my chick, and I come right behind, I came home my chick, that's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like,
have you
though?
But I think a lot of times they get that, like we all are inspired. Like Eddie, a lot of Eddie inspired from Richard Pryor, but he says that Richard Pryor inspired him. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. For me, I think that first of all, use a bold motherfucker to steal a Netflix special joke. Like you ain't steal a joke you heard from a nigga in like a chicken shop.
On YouTube that a nigga might never find.
Special joke that was top 5 for like 2 months on Netflix. Like, bro, come on.
You're a wild turkey for that.
You're a wild turkey.
You're a wild turkey for that.
It's like, bro, it's literally like stealing a police officer's car and riding down the block with it. Like, bro, why you? Come on, bro. With the lights and sirens on? Like, come on.
But past the police station, but you go right past the police station. Like, you stole it and then drive right past the police station.
Like niggas that go see me and Rob in a police station car, and a police car and be like, "Some niggas ain't supposed to be in there." Like,
just imagine how back then it probably was like, I wouldn't say easier to get jokes and shit like that back in the day, like Eddie Murphy, Richard, and all of them like that.
Oh no, it was.
How many? Hold on, bro. How many jokes have been stepped on over the years that I think is today for us comics, it's harder because everything's been talked about.
It's like the dunk contest. It's like the dunk contest.
Hold on. For you to be unique, you got to be a talented motherfucker to still get on stage and not say something else that somebody said to have your own shit. You got to be a pretty unique individual to do some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I think at this point, it was crazy to me. It's not even really, bro. We all got different lives. Rob has told me stories where I'm like, Slim, that's crazy. I done told Rob stuff where he be like, man, that's crazy. We got our own lives and our own stories. If you ain't got no stories telling you a comic on stage, you just ain't living life. Because you will come past stuff that's just you and you like, man, what this is crazy. The best jokes and the shit you didn't make up is the shit you really happened to you. Where you like, yo, you ain't gonna believe what happened to me. So I feel like, what happened?
Nasha, I agree. Because guess what? Yeah. If you ain't living life, that's the set too.
Yep.
That's a hell of a set.
Not doing shit is a set. So
yeah. I just know that them like if you watch them old Comic View Jones, I mean not Comic View, but them old Def Comedy Jam Jones, boy, if them niggas don't sound like a damn a turning record. I'm like, man, y'all all talking about the same thing with the same type of. You can tell because it was so many comics you saw on Def Comedy Jam, but only the special ones you see 20, 30 years from now, and they them the Cedrics, the Bernie before he died, the Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of them you like, them hamburgers and all of them. You like, you ain't never seen them again, Slim. You ain't never seen them again. Like, who was great stood out because they had their own story, they had their own style, and you could tell when somebody got a style. It's just like rapping. You can tell when a rapper got a certain style. You be like, Slim, that's different. You go if they find you with that type of style, you're gonna be out of here, Slim, because ain't nobody doing that.
But that's why I think that's why Dave Chappelle looks so special now. Because he ventured into lands that niggas scared to go in, and he being funny. And like you say, he ain't doing remixes, dog.
Because people so scared, Chico, Dave is eating so much because people so scared, he's shooting the gym by himself. Yeah. I ain't gonna touch the gay shit. So now, cool, I got all the gay jokes. I ain't gonna touch this. I got all them jokes. Like, literally, he's shooting in the gym by himself. So he got one like shooting the shot and his ball hitting the ball at the same time in the hoop. He's in the gym by himself. Everybody is scared, bro. Talking about the same thing. Him and probably Cat, because Cat do kind of get in there, but Dave just he's just more original and more creative with his
Cat not likable. Cat not likable because
that's it.
I'm gonna tell you some real talk. Apocalypse Now. I'm trying to tell you, that joint was the one for real.
Oh but my God. Fine.
He just likable, so it ain't really looked at as like a genius set, but that's on some Chappelle shit for real. That Apocalypse Now.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
he was definitely very controversial and political in that joint. It was very much political satire in that joint, but because, like you said, Chico, he's at that level where a lot of people don't necessarily look at him. You know what I mean? In that profound way. And see, with Chappelle is a comic. Everybody loves him.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so at that level, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody fucking with him. You know what I mean? Like, not in a bad way, but it's just like everybody fucks with him because people, you know, Chappelle is cool. He gonna party with you. You know what I mean? Like, he's a comic. He's a personable person.
He gonna do all the stuff Cat ain't gonna do.
Yeah, Chappelle feel like
Cat not like that. You know what I'm saying? The nigga,
not like that.
He's not gonna kick it with you. He's not gonna. If he don't fuck with you, he don't like you. It is what it is.
Chappelle feel like if your uncle or cousin made like I know him, bro. Like, man, my man doing it. Like, it feel like a family member made it when he do jokes. That's how I felt with Patrice O'Neal. When you watch him, a lot of people said Patrice felt like if a cousin or uncle made it. Like, they let my uncle talking shit on stage. Like, that's kind of how I feel. I want to go on to this then. Have a joke ever been stolen from you guys?
We gotta wrap this shit up.
I know I'm almost done. Goddamn. So has a joke ever been stolen from you guys?
Hell yeah.
Nigga, fuck.
You ain't doing comedy until you got a joke stolen from
I
you.
just had that
argument
with a comic about stealing a joke that I did. You know what I'm saying? Rob, no. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about that. So shit, I got 2 jokes stolen. I won't say who, but two joints that I'm like, that was mine. Like, I know how I came up with it, when I came up with it, where I wrote it at, the stages that I performed it on, and then to see somebody do the joint on stage, you like, oh, that's them, like. Because you laugh, because what happens is you go, oh, hey.
Wait, that's unbelievable.
I'm familiar. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, it happens. You ain't doing comedy.
Yeah, it definitely happens.
Yeah.
It's a nigga that talked to me who stole my joke. I'm looking like,
and then the niggas hit you with.
I was there.
You wasn't gonna tell nobody, man. What happened, man? Come on.
I was there when it happened. I looked at the niggas.
Then in front of you, I do it better.
And the nigga walked right out the door after the joint. Matter of fact, it was that John Quee show too.
Hey, that's gangster right there. I ain't gonna hold you.
Did you in front of you and then left?
That nigga looked over and said, "Thank y'all, good night," and walked straight out. You know, we usually jump after the show. That nigga was gone.
He was gone. Parking lot out of there. Nigga started his car from the stage. He started his car from the stage. All right, and last topic, and last thing with that. Has there ever been a joke that you low-key was like, damn, that was heat? Hell yeah. I ain't saying you stole a joke. We ain't saying nobody stole a joke, but you ever had a joke where you went, damn it, nigga, how you come up with
Favorite joke that I wish I would have thought about when my man did the when what's his name from Chicago? Deion Cole did the plastic bag joke. Nigga, that shit is a classic to me. When he said black people use a plastic bag for everything. That's a lunchbox. It's
I remember that one.
Hey, nigga, it's a hat. Nigga, that shit was classic to me. That's one of them jokes you like, damn.
You got one, D-Shop?
And I got a bunch of joints that I seen niggas come up with that, like, damn, why couldn't I come up with that first? There's a lot of
one good one.
Shit, let me come back to me. I got to think.
Go ahead, Skip.
I got like 3 or 4.
I got a lot of them, but the one that I'm thinking about right now is the Corey Hogan joint where he was like, man, niggas always hustling out here, man. I be trying to sell bitches clothes at the abortion clinic, baby clothes at the abortion clinic, bro. There's no way I could ever get over that joke, bro. I be right out front with a table. I be out front with a table and everything. Trying to sell these bitches baby clothes. I'd be like, God,
God damn, that's classic.
That's joke,
that's
though.
hilarious.
That is cold.
Go ahead, Chico.
I think my joint is that nigga JB Smooth had a joke where he used to say, you can tell when somebody choking a bitch out when like he was like, black people when they choking people out, you can tell when the choke getting rigid because they got their teeth involved. Like it's I wish I wish I would have came up with that joint. You know? It was like,
yeah,
it's stupidly.
Go ahead.
That's stupid.
I got one that and y'all don't know who she is. She's a comic I came up with in North Carolina. I'm not doing comedy. Her name is Brandy Inez. Yeah, I don't even think she do comedy no more. She had this one joke where she said that it was the time when the Redskins was first getting in trouble about the name. We talking about 012, 013. And she was like, they should name the Redskins niggas. She said, could you imagine? Like, he had the 40, he had the 30. My nigga. He had the 10. He fumbles this nigga here. See, that's why I don't fuck with them niggas. I can't bet on them niggas no more. Like, that shit was hilarious. And that shit would rip right now. Like, man, I'm hitting like, young, what you doing with that joke? Because if you out the game, can you pass it over? Because if you ain't gonna use it no more, let me get that.
That's a good question. Look, that's a good question. I'm gonna ask y'all.
No, we gotta say that for next week. Don't do that. Don't do it. We gonna be here another hour.
You know where I'm going, Skip. Look. Pencil that down. Put that in the notes. We'll save it for next week, man. It's a pleasure, man.
Man, listen, man. That's just been.
I know the joke I wish I come up with. Red Grant joint, left ball.
Left ball. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a classic. Left ball is classic.
Hey, that joint,
that's a classic.
That nigga about to turn red.
Hey, man.
left ball.
We can end it there, man. I had a good time with y'all, man. This has been Whose Man's Is This podcast. Funny shit, man. Shout out to comedian Rob Gordon for coming through. Shout out comedian Derek Skip for coming through. Shout out comedian D Shop for coming through. And shout out to Chico Will for coming through. I'm your host, Earl Cofield Evans, baby. And we out, man. Good shit, y'all.
Man, y'all have a blessed week, bro.
Y'all too be dog.
Chico, call me, nigga.